Good morning and welcome to today's Daily No Nonsense Crypto Minutes. Today, I want to talk about yield farming, something that kind of came into the crypto space in the summer of 2020. And yield farming, everybody's talking about farming. I'm gonna be a farmer. Well, what is that? I was trying to figure out what all that was about. Well, it's not super complicated actually. So what yield farming is say for example, people need to or a protocol needs to lend money. Or they want to be a lender of money, or they're an exchange, a decentralized exchange that needs to have liquidity added to their protocol or to their smart contract pool so that they can actually make these trades decentralized and have the funds to do it. Same thing with those lenders; they need money deposited into these smart contracts or these pools so that they can lend money. So in the lender's case, the people that are borrowing the money, they're paying back interest. And so by you adding your money into a liquidity pool when in regards to lending, well then you're going to get interest. And in the form of decentralized exchanges, you're going to get back, when you put your money in, you're going to get a piece of every one of the transactions that go on in that exchange. So a proportion of the decentralized exchange transaction, just a small, might be like 0.003%, but it's going to be dependent upon however much portion of the total pool that you provided liquidity for. So that's great. You deposit your money, you can get rewarded interest or a percentage of the trading fees. So that's one side of it. But where yield farming comes in is that when you actually put your money in, you're going to get rewarded a new coin, a new token. And so one of the first protocols to do that, or cryptos to do that, was Comp, by depositing USDC, a stable coin, or Ethereum, or Bitcoin. You were actually rewarded Comp. Not only if any interest and stuff that was going on from people borrowing your money, you got rewarded Comp. And so that was a big deal, and that's how Comp was released into the marketplace via yield farming. So people were dumping all kinds of money into the Compound protocol. You can see here, this is Compound.finance. And if you were to go to Connect Wallet, you can only access Compound by a third party wallet, whether it's the Coinbase wallet, a Wallet Connect via Trust Wallet, or any other wallet that uses that, Ledger or MetaMask. But you can see here by depositing, as of right now, if you would have deposited your BAT, you're going to get 1.44%. And you kind of just see down here. But not only when you do that, not only are you going to get that interest in the form of BAT or Compound, whatever the case may be, but you're going to get depending on how much you put in, you're going to get a portion back as Compound. So Compound was one of the first places to do that, and it kind of just makes sense. Well, if you have this extra crypto, or you have crypto that's not performing, like for instance, I had some BAT, and they have ZRX, and I had some ZRX, so it was just kind of sitting on my hardware while I said, hey, well, why don't I put it here, and I can yield for some Comp and get some interest. Interest wasn't a lot, but it was just an option for me to do. Now, the one thing you do have to be concerned about when it comes to yield farming is these are smart contracts, and it is technology, so there's smart contract risk that it's possible that this contract could fail. You could lose what you put in there. I mean, so it's kind of, you have to be mindful of where you're putting your locking in money to try to participate in these yield farmers, or just in general in DeFi. But the other thing is you have is called like impermanent loss, meaning if the one of the assets that you put in the smart contract, if it's being locked at a certain position, well, when it's time for it to actually come out, or what is being traded against or paired against, could actually outperform your smart contract. I'm sorry, your token, your cryptocurrency that you deposit to the smart contract could be outperformed by just leaving it on your wallet. So I mean, it's something that you have to be mindful of. Especially like, say for example, when you like for Uniswap, there's a lot of different pools, and one of the most popular pools is a USDC, which is a stable coin, and Ethereum. But to do that, you have to, let's say if you wanted to do that and you only had Ethereum and you wanted to participate, well, you'd have to split that Ethereum in half. Let's say you had $1,000 worth of Ethereum, you'd have to split that Ethereum in half. $500 of the stable of USDC, $500 of Ethereum. Well, if the fees that you're getting from the people that are trading on that particular platform don't out don't outweigh just the overall price appreciation of Ethereum, well then you've lost money. So that's just something else that you have to keep in mind. It's places where you can kind of see. Here's CoinGecko. They have a list of yield farming applications and platforms, and majority of them you're going to have to connect to them via the same way kind of on Compound with a third party wallet or your own wallet. There's no like accounts or anything to sign up for. It's totally anonymous. You're just connecting your wallets. But here's some different ones here that you could participate in, and it'll tell you how much you can estimate to get on a yearly basis. But they fluctuate. Sometimes they're, the value locked could be, capped at a certain point where you may not be able to participate unless they open something up. But there's so many of them that is, you have to kind of pick and choose which one you want to go to. And some of them, can be straight scams. You could lose all your money. It's happened a few times. But then you have what was it, CoinMarketCap. They have their list of yield farming, which you would get to by I think it's under DeFi. But you would get there, and you could. Well, Binance now owns CoinMarketCap, so they're showing all their stuff first. PancakeSwap, so on and so forth. Well, all the Binance coins are being showed first, and you see how it's saying the risk of impermanent loss high. These are because all these are new. They haven't had a chance to really be tested, but these are all on the Binance Smart Chain. But then they actually start showing you got Sushi on Ethereum high. They're saying high, but then you get on Curve on Ethereum low. But as you see, the lower the risk of impermanent loss, the lower the interest rates that you can potentially get. So I mean, you got to kind of just work with your risk tolerance, check out what works for you, and where you can where you feel best comfortable parking your funds. Like for me, I'm comfortable with Compound. I didn't need a big gain or big rewards. I mean, just more than zero was what I was getting. And in fact, I can get some additional Compound. That was cool with me. Like I said, there's a whole bunch out here. I know Badger is a really popular one right now that people are yield farming. Don't see here, but it's definitely on this list here. You had some Badger pools that were showing. So to get the Badger, you would have to supply wrapped Bitcoin and wrapped Ethereum, which is basically just Bitcoin that's produced, a smart contract version of Bitcoin that's produced by depositing regular Bitcoin into a contract, so that you can now use that Bitcoin to participate on the Ethereum network. And Ethereum is kind of wrapped Ethereum is the same thing. You're depositing Ethereum into a smart contract, and you're getting rewarded with a wrapped ETH, or converted, or not converted, but just created a wrapped ETH, and now you can use that in some of the DeFi and Ethereum tools or services that are out there that could be used. So like I said, it's a lot of different things you could do with these. I mean, DeFi is a whole big subject, but I wanted to just kind of give a high level overview of some of the things that you could do. And then one of the resources I recommend is DeFi Dad. He has some good videos on it, and he specifically one about 24 minutes long on yield farming, where you can just take a look at that and get some more history. All these links will be put in the show notes. So definitely just wanted to give you a few minutes on yield farming. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. You got anything you want us to go over, or you have any questions, info@thecryptocraft.com. Great to have you guys today. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.